Hi, my name is Rodi Alexander, and I am a professional entertainer, a health coach, published author, and a fitness enthusiast, as well as a wife and mother. In March of 2009, I was diagnosed with a rare, progressive, fatal lung disease called lymphangial leiomyomatosis, LAM. Because of my healthy lifestyle choices, I am continually determined to overcome the odds. Please join me in my quest for living healthy, and welcome to my show.
Hello, my friends, and welcome to another episode of Living Healthy with Rodi. Today we're going to make a super greens drink, just in honor of St. Patrick's Day past, maybe. Today happens to be Easter, and I want to introduce a very dear friend of mine, a longtime friend, comedian, Bruce Smirnoff.
I am chef of the future.
Why can't comedians? They're never serious. They're never serious.
Hi, Rodi.
Hi, Bruce. How are you?
Hello.
In honor of you.
Jackie Gleason only lived in a straight line about 8 miles from here, so that's my tribute to him, because it can't sell his house. You know, it's for sale in Inverary. Amazing deal.
Is it really?
$300,000. It's on 3 lots. Look it up on Realtor.com. You can't. It's not in a nice neighborhood. Inverary used to be nice, and now it is so bad they cannot give the house away. And you get all the paraphernalia. You don't get one pool table, but it's just this amazing house. You saw that in the Mark. You saw that, yeah.
Well, yeah, but you know, I wonder if he had any super greens drinks.
He didn't do it. Well, he maybe had gin with his super green
You probably
drinks.
did. That's right. But I'm doing this in honor of you because you really like to, although it's not your favorite tasting healthy food, it is this drink that we're going to make today. If you are suffering from any kind of an ailment, I mean cancer and diabetes, any type of urinary tract infections, and this is so supercharged. This will give you such a zim.
Well, you do get a buzz from, you know, the ginger.
Yes.
And sometimes I put wheatgrass in it. I definitely feel like a buzz when I have the wheatgrass.
Yeah, you do. It has so many incredible nutrients and vitamins. Well, let's get started.
We're going to use a Vitamix.
We are going to use a Vitamix.
I have different kinds. I have a Vitamix, but I also use this thing called a Omega Vert, a VRT 350, and it's got a strong motor, but it doesn't go fast like the Breville's. It goes real slow, and it masticates the food so that you get a lot more fiber in the drink, and the more fiber you can get. But this makes
that's why I love the Vitamix, is because you're getting all of the meat of the leaves. Yeah. You're getting all the fiber, all the pulp inside the drink. You're not juicing it out and just having, you know, the liquid part of it.
But and what she's making, we'll find out. But what I can see, it's going to be horrible. But what do you care? You want good. You go have M&Ms and diet 20. You know,
horribly good for you.
Horribly good. No question about it. No question. And you learn to like this stuff. But this is not Haagen-Dazs chocolate chip.
Normally we could just make the drink, show you how to do it, and that's it. But we're going to give you a lot of health tips today. Okay?
Great.
And the first health tip I'm going to give you is that you want to buy organic. With a lot of these vegetables, and especially with apples. Apples are the second highest pesticide load fruit on the chart. Out of 100 being the highest, apples are 89. That's high. So you always want your apples and your apple juice to be organic.
So there's no pesticides in that?
No. But
we have some Raid here. I could put some Raid in.
I don't buy Raid. Oh. I have the little hotels for them to crawl into. But apples, actually, what is found in apples is arsenic. And
in the seeds.
Yes. So now when you're buying...
I just have to, because I know all the Gleason fans, but will it core a apple? I had to do that. I'm sorry. Okay.
But when you actually buy the apple... I just totally lost my train of thought.
You bought the apple, you take the seeds out.
Yeah, well, of course you take the seeds out.
I don't. The amount of arsenic is so little that Vitamix says you don't have to.
Thank you. What I wanted to explain to you was, and let me just, this is, you don't know this. There's arsenic in apple juice. There's arsenic in apples. Okay, now when
What'd you bring me here for? To kill me or to help me?
Wait a minute, listen. So when you don't eat the apple and you just have the apple juice, the arsenic does not get out of your system. How does it get out of your system? From the fiber of the fruit. It's the MCC, the metals capturing capacity.
Okay.
Okay? So the fiber in the apple will help the arsenic out of the body. It'll bind to it. Just like chlorella binds to mercury. So we're going to put some apple.
Everybody knows that.
Well, that's why we give advice here. We give the health tips so people, they're not just blindly doing this. Oh, well, I can get non-organic. No, you can't. Not with apples. Not with collard greens. Not with kale. Not with spinach. And not with parsley, because they have a very high level of pesticide load. And all those pesticides get into your system, affect your organs, and it wreaks havoc. And people wonder why they get sick so much. They don't even know that that's a reason. So we put in, and we're making this for 2. So I put in about close to 16 ounces of apple juice, and I put in most of the apple. Come on, you can help here. We can put in, we want to put in maybe handfuls of spinach, which knocks out cancer and boosts brain power and improves and protects eyesight.
Much or more?
No,
are we using the whole thing?
Yeah, we can use the whole thing.
Oh, this is going to be horrible.
All right. That's collard greens, okay? This
worst.
can rival kale any day. This is one of the most nutrient dense, say that 5 times.
Nutrient dense.
Okay, you're such a show-off.
I can do tongue twisters. I had a speech impediment as a child.
Did you really?
So they took me to speech class, and that is my only talent, is I can do anything. Rubber baby buggy bumpers, rubber baby buggy bumpers. Unique New York, unique New York, unique New York. She sells seashells by the seashore.
That's not your only talent. You're very funny. He's a great comedian.
Thank you. Naturally funny, but the tongue twisters I had to teach myself. That's the only thing I could do.
Kale.
I'm getting over a cold from eating all this healthy food, by the way.
No, you're not. Kale,
I am.
Kale helps boost your blood sugar.
I have to blow my nose. I have to step off camera.
I mean, it helps maintain your blood sugar. Okay, it also increases your sex drive. Did you know that, Kale?
I'll let people know.
Well, yeah, balancing hormone levels, that's what it does.
Yeah, the people I hang out with, the 80 and 90-year-old people, I'm sure that's what they want to hear.
Plus, also in kale, you're getting 100% vitamin A, vitamin C, and vitamin K. By the way, there's vitamin K in so many of these. There's vitamin K in parsley and in collards,
And you know, when you have an operation, they tell you not to have vitamin K because of bleeding. When you're going to bleed, I think.
When you're taking certain medications, which there's always alternatives to things. Some things, maybe if you have had organ transplants and you need those.
I don't know. I'm just telling you, sometimes they tell you don't have it.
Right.
But not today. Today we can have it.
Today we're having lots of it, and this is going to increase our energy. It's going to give us such a boost. Parsley, I put parsley in here.
For the breath. Parsley is always good for the breath.
Natural diuretic. It heals urinary tract infections, parsley.
Do you know that parsley, people who, from what I have learned, I could be wrong, you can Google this, but parsley farmers are paid to grow parsley because if they weren't paid to grow it, there's not enough demand for it, and no one would grow it. So they actually get paid to grow parsley.
Not just a garnish.
Well, that's why it's a garnish in restaurants, because they've got to have it out there.
But it looks pretty too. I love green stuff. And matter of fact, I love eating.
It's great.
I love eating
parsley is always good.
It's so good.
Chlorophyll.
Oh yeah, all these greens.
As opposed to chloroform, which I use on my dates, but this is the chlorophyll.
Helps kidneys, urinary tract infections, so it's loaded with a lot of B vitamins. Okay, so we're going to do that. There's a lot of greens in there, and what I like to use
this I've never seen.
Is a raw egg. Pasture eggs are extremely good for you, loaded with vitamins. All the stuff is in the yolk. People discard the yolk and just eat the whites. I don't understand it. It is such a myth that eggs give you cholesterol, that eggs are fattening, that it's natural fat that the body utilizes. I eat them all the time. I love them. They're great for vegetarians, great source of protein, and like I said, loaded with vitamins. So we are going to, and you definitely, I'm actually going to use 2 because we've used a lot of stuff.
Sure, why not?
And it makes it frothy, actually. Makes it frothy. And you said you like ginger, so you want to put the whole thing of this in?
Why not?
Okay. Ginger is so healthy for you. There's so many health benefits to that as well. So now, I think we've covered everything, right? We're going to use the Vitamix, and it's
What's
quite
Mark
loud,
saying?
so
What's the hand up?
the hand is because it is going to be very loud. So he wants a second before I turn it on, and here we go. Okay, are you ready? That's yours.
Beautiful glasses. I use paper cups. I'm an eternal bachelor. This home, I don't know if have you panned your home on any of these?
I haven't actually.
They have the most exquisite home, and I'm very envious of them, of the great taste and the love and the great feeling that you get from being here.
Well,
and are we ready to drink?
We are ready to drink.
This is to all our friends and to all of you. Are they on Facebook? This is where we broadcast it on?
Facebook, YouTube,
everybody.
LivingHealthyWithRodi.com.
LivingHealthyWithRodi.com.
Right.
And this is to all of you.
See?
Oh, it's very good. You really were able to take out the... I really expect. That's why I made a face. I was going to do a whole spit take, but I can't because it really does taste good.
It's very pleasant.
The egg gives it almost like a. I can't.
It's
let me tell
key.
you.
When people tell me, "Oh, how can you use a raw egg? You're opening yourself up to salmonella and all this."
The egg gives it like a sweetness and a velvety thing, and it takes.
So does the apple juice.
I gotta have this recipe.
I'm telling you.
I've learned something new. Just when I thought I knew it all, that's why I've been in show business 41 years, and no one knows who I am because I know everything. I know everything.
You know everything.
And now I know more. Working the ships. We work the ships.
Yes, we do.
And you go on these ships, and unfortunately, sometimes someone gets sick, and it's a contained atmosphere, and bang, you pick up. She doesn't get sick, but you sometimes can pick up. The whole ship is sick. And boom,
there are key things
gone.
you can have on the ship so you can prevent that too, like raw garlic.
Well, that's another, that keeps the passengers away, the raw garlic.
You can actually put garlic in here, but that's
you can do
not
that.
going to see anybody for the day.
No good.
Isn't it delicious? I told you. And it's so healthy. You know what? I'm used to eating my foods a lot, like in salads, and to try to get a lot of that stuff. And you just drink it down, and your greens are done for the day.
But I wanted to clarify this, because what I'm doing with my juicer is I do a big green, I do a cucumber, I do ginger, I do wheatgrass, I do all that, and I mix it with an orange and lemon. So I got the vegetable part covered. But I asked you, if I take a watermelon and do the rind and the whole thing, and drink like half a watermelon,
fantastic.
I'm afraid that's a diabetic, that could cause diabetics.
Absolutely not.
So you're saying,
no,
get this on tape, that you can drink as much fresh fruit juice as you want.
It depends on the way you metabolize your sugar, okay? Some people have a high tolerance and it doesn't affect them at all, and some people don't. So I wouldn't go crazy. You want to do some moderation. But let me tell you, watermelon juice is fantastic for your kidneys.
It's phenomenal.
And we got to give some to our cameraman. Let him try it too.
Our cameraman is your wonderful and talented husband, Mark.
It sure is.
You can't have a gig in South Florida without having Mark Friedman
Exactly
there.
right. Either performing, musical directing, or conducting.
He does everything.
Yeah.
So,
here's
to
my husband, the greatest guy in the world. And thank you so much for coming on here. I think we gave him a lot of information.
Great glasses. Everything they have here is very good. If you have any questions, don't call me.
Thanks so much, everybody, for tuning in. We're going to post all of the ingredients in the credits as it's coming up.
Delish.
Try this at home. If you don't have a Vitamix, it is well worth the investment, let me tell you. Or some really extremely powerful blender you want to use, but you want to use all of the fiber. You don't want to just juice it out. You want to use the vegetables. And stay healthy.
She's right,
Happy, and thank you. Mwah. Love you.
Love you.
We'll see you soon. Bye. Great.
That's great.
Good.
You really fooled me.
I told you.